Controller and Sorry. I think if you go check Sorry right now, hundreds of millions of views on YouTube. So does Controller. Alright? Ironically, Drake and Bieber, them I said, both come from Canada. Heavily take up the dancehall thing, mix it into their music, and they're not saying to the people, hey, this is reggae dancehall from Jamaica, we're sampling. That is all Sean Paul wanted them to do. Again, everybody, is your host with the most. Right now, we think that are rapping, you see it. Right now, we're firing on all cylinders, you see it. What we come to talk about today is Sean Paul calls out Drake, Justin Bieber, and others. Others like when them the Walshify and them from over and Diplo. I don't know the name of the group, Walshify and Diplo. Anyway, watch this. Major Lazor. So, Sean Paul called out Drake, Justin Bieber, and others, meaning Major Lazor. And I notice I remember Walshify and I remember Diplo, but I never remember the name of the group. I have to tell you how my mind a beat rapid because right now, I just done shoot the video for the response to RPG from Popcorn, Blouse and Skirt. My father got respond with them dead already. So my mind I flop from one thing to the next thing, so bear with me. Alright, so Sean Paul calls out Drake, Justin Bieber, and others. Okay? Now, when me go through the thing, I wasn't believing that some people are robbing dancehall music, meaning they are using dancehall music and not giving dancehall music its credit. But bigger than that, because we know that recently of recent times, the one when Mr. Broke It Down, aka Mr. Bumbleclot, the man gone to church already, I'm forgetting his name so fast. He follow in a lady saw footstep and run left dancehall gone to church. I don't know me I talk, man. Mr. Vegas. Mr. Vegas. You just say, let me forget you fast. Stay in that church here, brother. So anyway, Mr. Vegas did this already. Mr. Vegas addressed when Drake released Controller, actually when Drake released Views from the Six, the whole album, on that album were many tracks that were dancehall music influenced then. And Mr. Vegas took it upon himself to say that, remember the big controversy? So Mr. Vegas took it upon himself to champion the dancehall cause then, even though SoFlo was trying to tell people that I believe that Mr. Vegas was actually trying to interject himself into something that was popping because nobody never really remember him or talk about him. Drake dropped his Views from the Six and a slew of hot songs came off of it. You have Work with Rihanna, you have Controller, all them things that did blow up the airwaves at the time, and then you have the verse on Controller with Popcorn, and then the controversy over him using the verse that had a Beanie Man sample to it. Y'all tear off my garment instead of Popcorn. I want her all my life. So big things did I go on. They took over the airwaves basically, and there was no room for Mr. Vegas. So Mr. Vegas took it upon himself, claiming he was trying to save his bread and butter, which is dancehall, which is very ironic because shortly after, I don't know if Popcorn killy them reach him and say, hey boy, I dead you were dead out there in the street if you fuck with that food you here. Take yourself go on to church. I'm not tell you again. And Vegas say, yes sir, I'm going to church. So see that Vegas run well left dancehall end up at church. So how much of defending dancehall? That's like a parent see them child a fight, right? Them go out there, them say, hey, stop beat my chick, my picnic. And somebody grab the parent and box them, and the parent take off running down the street and left the child there to fight by itself. And that meeting in my eyes, Vegas just do to dancehall. So anyway, this article I was reading here, this one says, and this is addressing the whole Sean Paul issue. Sean Paul has criticized Justin Bieber and Drake for not acknowledging the influence of Jamaican dancehall reggae music in their hit singles. Jamaican dancehall reggae music. So the 43-year-old, which is Sean Paul, has helped catapult dancehall into the mainstream with his 2002 album Dirty Rock, which featured the single Just Give Me the Light, and get busy, but criticize current pop stars who have borrowed a similar digital reggae sound without acknowledging the music's origin. On the receiving end of Sean Paul's fiery temperature, ahem, is two of Canada's biggest musical exports. So two people now from Canada, Sean Paul, a bun up. Them a bun up Drake and them a bun up Justin Bieber for their respective dancehall inspired hits, Controller and Sorry. And everybody knows that Controller and Sorry went global. But anyway, let me keep on going. In an interview with The Guardian, Sean Paul said, "It is a sore point when people like Drake and Justin Bieber and others come and do dancehall orientated music but does not credit where dancehall come from. And they don't necessarily understand it." Alright? And I know artists back in Jamaica that don't like Major Lazor because they think the same thing that Drake and Kanye did. They take and take and take and they don't give back. They don't give credit. So, with that said, if you notice what Sean Paul said here, now people are going to say, how me figure burn out Bumble Clot? In name gone already. Mr. Broke It Down. Remember I sang them though. How me figure burn out Mr. Broke It Down, but me can't burn out Sean Paul? Well, what Mr. Broke It Down did, him stick him nose in other people's business. Like I've said, no one knows the business arrangements that Popcorn and Beenie Man had concerning the Controller verse they did with Drake and whatever other samples or whatever other services, musical services were done in business with both parties. No one knows, okay? Man could have said, yo, give me 100,000 up front and don't worry about nothing else, sample that, go on with it. And my thing, me still get royalties off it anyways. No one knows. If the man say, yo, give me 50,000 and carry me on tour with you, introduce me to your audience. Money can't buy them things there. For Drake to call you out on his tour, money can't really buy that. You understand? You have to be in circle for him to even do that for you. And that's going to catapult your career into your image, your brand, into a next stratosphere in front of a next audience then. Okay? So, no one knows their business dealings. That's why we were saying that Mr. Vegas, alright, Mr. Broke It Down, Mr. Vegas was wrong, shouldn't have stick his nose in that people in business because he went around talking about who get credits and who get royalties and these things. It is a sore point when people like Drake and Bieber and other artists come and do dancehall oriented music and don't credit where dancehall came from. And they don't necessarily understand it. So when did I say here so is, them need to credit the island of Jamaica and make people know, say, at Jamaica them I get them thing from, right? This music that I'm sampling, Justin Bieber, this music that I'm sampling, even though Drake does it all the time. So, me not going to throw Drake under the bus. But me never hear Justin Bieber say it yet. And there are other artists that are sampling our music heavily. The minute I heard Sorry, is it too late now to say sorry? The minute I heard that, I said, that's a fucking dancehall tune, man. And I was so heated when I saw it because to realize who it come from, I didn't even know it was Justin Bieber it came from. I heard it and I thought to myself, yo, whoever this is going to be somebody major in the game. And I know it's a Jamaican. And when Mr. say Justin Bieber, me begs you free. So, Sean Paul has a point. Don't sell things short, people. And he's not talking about people's personal business. He's not addressing people's pen and paper behind closed doors in a meeting room business. He's talking about and he is addressing the fact that they're not bigging up Jamaica. The fact that when them thief with music, they would prefer to call it African house or what them call it, tropical house or African beats and these kinds of things. There's a reason for that. They're calling it African beats and whatever because them can rob somebody upon the next continent and nothing comes off it. Some poor little person down in Africa not gonna have the resources to fight them financially to get their friggin' dues off of this, or probably doesn't have the connection. If they rebrand the whole thing and call it Tropical House, they can come out and say to themselves and tell the world that, yeah, we created this. Justin Bieber and whoever else, remember when he made Sorry? He created that. They're the pioneers for Tropical House and all these things. When I lie, I teeth them teeth for thing. So yeah, Sean Paul, rightfully and respectfully, has every right. Has every right. Here is where I want to call out Sean Paul now. Sean Paul, you bust nobody. You bust no blood clot body. You're right for doing this, for calling them out like that, but have you bust anybody? And that is one of the reasons. From 2002, we in a 2016. So 14 years now you have a run. Eh? Or 16 years now you have a run in the business. On a higher level. And you go all around the world. And you have your big mansions and you fly private jets and you rub elbows with the upper echelon when it comes to the musical society. On a global level. Sean Paul. May ever see you take one artist from out of Jamaica yet and have them do an opening act for one of your major shows? May ever see you do a collaboration with one on a major video where pick up one of the major lines them, like which part your video them a play MTV, BET, these places? Why are you guys just like Blood Clot Vegas, who no bust nobody in whole career? I know when run we gone to church and people can't hardly remember his name right now. If the song Broke It Down come on, right now the DJ gonna play broke, and the girl them broke out, on to the next tune. Nobody's gonna say, yo, remember Vegas and the bad in the dog. Nobody's gonna remember you. So they might remember you, Sean Paul, because you have a platform and you have a machine behind you. But who did you bring to the forefront of the game so the game can continue in our favor? And that's why people are able to take what we think. This is what Winfred Williams was speaking about when he was saying that Jamaicans need to, when them kick in the door, them need to reach back, grab a couple of others and draw them with them and brand our thing so that keep it right there in them face. So you have Sean Paul, you have Mr. B, you have Mr. C, you have ADD, you have ADHD and all these things. You have to constantly keep hitting them, a new artist after new artist after new artist. Pioneering, are not pioneering, but beating them in the head with our sounds constantly. Making them know, say, filtering this, brand it. You didn't do that shit. You run all over the world, you enjoy your fame and your glory, and now you want to talk about, you call out Justin Bieber and Blood Clot Drake. Don't call out Drake, dog, because Drake can do things for dancehall artists that, no. I want y'all to listen carefully. Because I'm going to end the video right now, but I'm going to say this. Drake can do things for dancehall artists that enough big dancehall artists that have the stage to do it are not doing shit for the Jamaican dancehall artists them. So all them I do are soaking in them own glory, and that is it. Them really believe that the things start with them and them with them. Them and the youth them come bust and pick up which part them left off and carry on the legacy. Help brand with thing to the world. So yeah, Sean Paul, you're right in a one way, but you get bun up on the next end. It's Offload TV, man, y'all. Give me your honest opinion. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. You know how we do already. I'm up out of here. Peace.